Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be talking about Borderlands again. I mean, I guess it's borderline adjacent. It's mostly Rated Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox, and technically Risk of Rain 2. We are once again on PC Gamer. It will be linked down below if you would like to read along with me, and the title goes, The Beatles had a 25% hit rate. Randy Pitchford reassures fans that he'll carry on making stuff even after a disastrous Risk of Rain 2 expansion and the Borderlands movie. I don't know if I will ever make anything again that you like. That is a weird quote. I wonder if that quote is from Randy Pitchford. It wouldn't surprise me. He is kind of a left field. I don't really like Randy Pitchford because he's, I don't know. There's a lot of news stories that don't make him sound very bad. Not a very good person. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, Randy Pitchford, Gearbox boss, has continued his odd yet entertaining thread of replying to just about anyone online who doesn't like what he has to say with long, confusing responses. Yep, he is definitely known for that. This time around, after someone pointed out recently failures of both Borderlands movie, which crashed and burned at the box office, that's true, it did really poorly, and a Risk of Rain 2 expansion, which ended up having a bit of a train wreck. I didn't know about that one, but I have heard that the recent patch for Risk of Rain 2 is really bad and there's a lot of bugs. Like, I heard there's a lot of crashing going on. Pitchford decided to defend himself by comparing Gearbox to, and I'm completely serious here, the Beatles. Interesting defense. I'm going to keep making stuff, Pitchford says in a Twitter reply. I wish everything could be a hit, but that is not how it works. The greatest musical act of all time, the Beatles had a 25% hit rate. I'm sure every song they recorded was done with love and commitment to the art and belief in the quality of their work. My favorite artists, performers, entertainers have all made things I don't like so much. Okay. The Beatles released 213 songs, 188 originals, and 25 covers, 22 of which were singles during their time together. The band had 18 number one singles in the UK, second only to Elvis Presley, and 20 number one hits in the Billboard Hot 100, the most of any artist. In terms of albums they released while the band was together, there are 14, 11 of which charted a number one in the US. That's quite a difference, okay? Obviously, I don't think the Beatles' legacy is compared to Gearbox game. I agree, I do not think so. Certainly not the Borderlands movie. It's been a while since I played an enjoyable Gearbox game. Borderlands 3 was kind of fun, with entertaining characters and decent action. I don't know about entertaining characters, but you do you. When it doesn't come close to my top 10 titles, it's same. To be fair, none of the Borderlands games come close to any top 10 for me. I feel like Gearbox gives off more Nickelback vibes. Yeah, I do agree with that. You've got some decent hits in there. I defy you to tell me How You Remind Me isn't a banger. Unfortunately, I don't remember that one. But a good band, debatable. If I were to liken the Beatles to any game studio, then it'd probably be Rockstar. That's true. Rockstar did kind of, that's probably true. I would also argue old school Blizzard maybe, like after the first WoW World of Warcraft expansion maybe, pre, but nothing after that, and probably not. Maybe after StarCraft 2. We'll see though. It probably won't shock you to find that I'm not the only one who thinks Pitchford's comparison is out of tune. Hi, Randy, one player says in response. When the Beatles released new songs, they didn't retroactively make their old songs significantly worse and literally impossible to listen to them. They also didn't do this to other people's music. Hope this helps. That is true. It's really hard to play the old Borderlands games nowadays, especially co-op, which is hilarious to think when how integral that is to Borderlands, because playing with friends is sometimes the only way to enjoy Borderlands, because Borderlands solo is really tough. It's cool. Pitchfork continues undeterred. When artists have missed, that's when they have need the fans the most to root them on, so they're motivated to keep create. I don't know if I'll ever make anything again that you will like, but wouldn't it be better for you to have that chance decided than for the artist to never create again after a marketplace miss? To be fair, Randy, you're not the one making the stuff. You are a CEO of a game company. I don't even know, does Randy Pitchford even know how to program and stuff like that? I honestly don't know, and I don't think he's ever made it. Does he make stuff? I actually don't know if he is a programmer or not. I maybe in the first couple, but I don't think he is a main, like I don't think he's the head producer of anything. At least I don't remember him being one. While I agree that it's great to support creatives, also it's important to dish out constructive criticism when needed. The Risk of Rain 2 expansion, Secrets of the Storm, has some glaringly obvious issues, including disproportionate pricing and technical errors like trying Risk of Rain 2's psychic systems to its frame rate. Oh, geez. Yeah, I've heard really bad things about the Risk of Rain 2 expansion, and obviously the Borderlands 2 movie was such a huge flop. But yeah, it's so weird. He's like the only person that still responds to people randomly on Twitter, which is just a terrible idea, and I don't know why he still does it. And he really should stop. To be fair, it is kind of entertaining, but I just don't understand why he keeps doing it. He's probably addicted, let's be all. He's addicted to social media probably, and the attention, knowing him. But yeah, I agree with the author. They are not, Gearbox is not the Beatles. I don't know a lot about music, to be fair, but they are definitely not the Beatles. Um, they had made two good games in my opinion. Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. After that, everything was kind of okay. Like it was okay, but like amazing video games, no. Like everything after Borderlands 2 was just okay, and that is not a Beatles. They are not that. um and I'm not saying that I want them to fail, but I'm just saying like I feel like their CEO is in the clouds. He does not understand reality of what is happening, especially considering that they were bought by Embracer Group for like 1 point something billion dollars, and then they were sold for 400 million, like 400 million and something. So like obviously they're not as good as they thought they were, because to be fair, the Embracer Group was a terrible disaster. So it's not a it's a difficult situation over there, but like it's just I think he thinks they're better than they actually are, which is obvious if he's giving comparisons to the Beatles. But I didn't think it was going to be this bad, and it's crazy to think that he thinks so. I kind of agree with the author. The Nickelback of game creations is, or game developers, is probably true. Like I said, Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 are generally very good video games, but after that it was okay. Like they're okay at best, I would say, because they kind of just got a little stale. And Borderlands 3 definitely was like, Borderlands 3 was okay, kind of fun. It was all right. And unfortunately, I have not seen the Risk of Rain 2 Crazy Storms, or what was it called? Seekers of Storm expansion, but I have heard many bad things about it. I've seen the Twitter response of the dev talking about how bad the code is, and just apparently I've seen a lot of complaints about crashes and frame rate, which is bad. I played Risk of Rain 2, but I've never got any of the expansions, so unfortunately, it seems like it did not hit well. So hopefully they can fix that at least, and hopefully the next Borderlands game is good. But we'll see. It's all up to them in the future. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you would like to support me, please subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what you think. If you've played the new Risk of Rain 2 expansion, let me know if it is actually as bad as people say it is. Other than that, thank you all for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok if you'd like to follow me on other places other than YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.